Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Wale Aliyu, coming to you live from South 42nd Street in Mountain View, one of several communities devastated by the flood. The McCain fire has burned more than 900 acres at this point. It broke out just before 4 this afternoon. So many people have been demanding answers about the response to this flooding. Just hours ago, San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria and other top city officials gave an update. We have some breaking news right now out of Chula Vista, where police have locked down a neighborhood because of a man with a gun. I want to get out to ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo right now. She's live near the scene. I have my ballot right here. I'm going to drop it off as soon as this hit is over. For everyone else, as Natalie mentioned, you have until 8 o'clock tonight, just 2 more hours to cast your ballot. Time to check your mail, San Diegans. The County Registrar of Voters is sending out more than 1 million postcards this week to registered voters. While the fight in Congress continues, it's the everyday people who are feeling the biggest trepidation on what this impact could mean for them. I sat down with a young couple in Tierra Santa. With all this going up and the potential of your paycheck decreasing, how is that going to work?
I'll probably end up having to move the kids and I to Arizona to go live with my parents.
And tonight's Fact or Fiction, we're looking into a head-scratching claim. A post going around social media claims 1 day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. How does this work? Well, folks, this one's actually true. It takes 243 Earth days for Venus to rotate once, and just 224 Earth days for Venus to complete an orbit around the sun. Mind blown. The city has passed the rate hike with some changes we can report to you. Instead of 2 waves, the rate hike will actually be rolled out in 3 stages. A bit of a compromise here. We'll have a live report from City Hall with Rachel Bianco in just a moment. To infinity and beyond, right? We're going to get to Mars, but first the Artemis 2 mission, which is just to get to the moon and get some astronauts aboard. Take a look at this beauty. This is a vehicle that's called the Orion capsule. Now, this is not the real Orion capsule. This is a mock version of it, but this is the Orion capsule they use to practice here. We are coming to you live from Mountain View, where we have been all week showing you stories of recovery. The streets tonight a little bit cleaner. That's because there are some city workers and, of course, a ton of volunteers and all the homeowners on the street who have been working day and night, even at this nighttime hour. Just met this family who just bought their home, and they, in the middle of all their cleanup today, they were going back and forth. And look at this puddle right here. It just looks like water, right? Well, little do they know, there is actually a storm drain in there, and one of the gentlemen I spoke with today fell right into the storm drain, almost drowning. Passengers tell us it is easier, faster, and in many cases cheaper to go where they need to go now that the Surfliner is fully back open. It has been, as you mentioned, a couple of months of frustration for passenger service. Was first suspended between Oceanside and Orange County in April after a landslide in Orange County. I reported from Oceanside when service finally resumed. More lights, sights, and sounds here from Jungle Bells. In fact, in the next half hour, we're gonna hear, Nia, from Dr. Zoolittle.
Dr. Zoolittle, I love it.
An Italian deli on Long Island is becoming a big deal for one of its unique creations. 7 Brothers Gourmet serves sandwiches with pickles as the bun. What will they come up with next? President Biden's highly anticipated first interview since the debate is just hours away. Next at 6, we have a first look and a deep dive into the record of the person believed to be his likely successor. Laura, thank you so much. We are coming to you live here from Mountain View, where we have been all week long showing you the devastation and the damage and the cleanup. You see some trucks behind me. The street's a little bit cleaner, not much, but a little bit here on day 4. Right now, we are outside the home of Judy and Robert Banks. And I would love, how are you guys doing today?
Not good.
All right, I know this has been a hard week for you guys. Yeah. Can you take me and the viewers in through your house and just kind of show us just how bad the damage is? And we'll start with this car that we can just see is.
Jag.
This is, I'm sorry?
My baby.
This is your baby?
Jaguar.
1996 Jag. But it's okay. I can get another one.
Does it still work at all? Or is it?
It was totally covered in water.
Totally covered in water. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
All right. As we walk here, you guys are looking on the left side of your screen. Video that our photographer shot yesterday, and today, on the right side of your screen is our live pictures. As we walk into your home, Judy and Robert.
This was my entryway.
This was your entryway?
It was my entryway.
You have to be very careful.
And you see how high the water came up in here?
All right, so there's a water line. I would guesstimate that's at least 3 feet. So your entire house was flooded.
Every room, every bathroom, office, computers are dead. Done.
Was anything saved?
Everything above the water line.
Basically just the pictures on the wall.
That's it.
We are literally stepping on your stuff,
Muddy
which is
carpet.
covered in mud at this point.
It used to be beautiful green carpet.
You said it used to be beautiful green carpet?
Yes, I'm a green person. Everybody knows this. Look at all my stuff. My God.
What emotions go through your mind as you walk through your home here on day 4?
That me and my baby is safe and we're alive. And God got us. But on the same token, I've been here for 35 years, so I'm just human. And this stuff is freaking me out. That's the emotion. But other than that, we're going to make it through.
Do you guys have insurance?
Yeah.
But
They only cover what's in the house itself. Not the stuff inside, no clothes, no relocation.
flood insurance covers nothing.
So the insurance will be able to replace the house, but all your belongings, every last item that you own, you have to cover.
Deal with it.
That doesn't seem fair, but that's what they're saying. On the same token, they're also saying that the homeowners insurance is saying that they don't do nothing about this because it's a flooding.
What is a part of the story that people at home don't understand of what you guys are going through?
You can have flood insurance, but they only cover the house, the structure itself. They don't cover anything inside, your clothes, your personal items.
I say that if the city had listened to us 3 years ago and cleaned out that doggone thing back there, this would not have happened. We have been fighting and fighting for years, even before I got with him, asking them to help us clean out this stupid place. Oh, it's endangered species. There's a weeds back there. Clean it out. And this would not have happened.
Judy and Robert Banks, we thank you guys so much for walking us through your house. And again, we are so sorry that you guys have to go through this. Hopefully you all get the help that you need and that you deserve. Welcome back. So most people don't think of San Diego as having a strong black music and art scene, but that is changing right before our very eyes. As we celebrate Black Music Month, I wanted to take a look at some of the growing talents in our city.
I used to be in the military, so that's what brought me out here. And a young lady on the ship that I was on, she knew that I did poetry. And she asked me what I was going to do with it. I felt like she was challenging me, so I was like, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something with it.
So Kendrick Dowell started his spoken soul band, The Lyrical Groove. It's a hybrid of spoken word, pop, soul, and jazz that aims to uplift listeners by speaking to important issues.
It was always kind of a healing space for me. Experienced a lot of loss growing up. So it was just kind of a place to, I guess, kind of just write poems and share thoughts, just process.
They've performed several times, but it's been hard to gain traction in San Diego's black music scene until getting involved with SD Melanin.
SD Melanin is a home for black folks and black community that is open to everybody, but especially curated for black joy, black community, black belonging.
If you're wondering why that's important, it's because many of your black neighbors feel just like Lauren Cobbs.
I came to this region through work, and I struggled to find community. We deserve to belong, to be able to navigate and operate in this world, in whatever world we exist in, as ourselves. And I want to expand that. I want to celebrate that.
With a vision, a lot of joy, and a few partners, they launched Blanket Sounds, a Sunday evening concert series at Waterfront Park. It started off as an idea here downtown, the goal to bring people together. And all it took was some music and an open space.
Blanket Sounds was put on by folks who are dedicated to showcasing the creativity that is within our communities, but also creating spaces for different communities to come together and connect. There's just not always a lot of places you can go that's free and accessible, that you can bring your whole family, from your babies to your grandma, and have a good time and not just feel physically safe, but like emotionally and spiritually safe.
Blanket Sounds will have 3 more dates this summer, July 7th, August 11th, and September 8th, each time with new musical acts, including the Lyrical Groove. Where is this going? What's the vision?
I think ultimately we want to grow it. We want to grow it, get to like a festival, you know, and I think to be able to create something that's family friendly, where, you know, you bring something for everybody, hear the range of artistry, you know, and creativity here in San Diego. I think we get slept on a lot. You know, we always feel like folks got to go to LA to find talent, and there's so much talent in this city.
Sorry, I was just vibing that whole story. Well, SD Melanin also hosts several other events, from black tie formal galas to rooftop parties to beachside meditations. To learn more, including their Juneteenth Kinfolk Festival happening tomorrow, go to our website, 10news.com, and click on the Resource Center tab. I'm going to vibe through this commercial break, but coming up, local animal shelters facing overcapacity.